Good afternoon. Let's talk about rotations today. So this is right after we've done translations and reflections. We've already worked with some rules like the ones that you see in red in the middle there. We're going to do rotations, which are just a turn around a fixed point called a center of rotation. So look at this picture on the left here. There's my rotations. Hold on, I need a bigger pen. Notice how my triangle ABC, the pre-image, is rotating. That triangle is rotating around this center of rotation. And it's very important that you note that it's going counterclockwise. So ABC, my pre-image, goes to the image. It's going to rotate counterclockwise toward A prime, B prime, and C prime. And you're going to be given a specific angle that your pre-image is rotating to, and you will also be given a specific direction. Almost all the time it's going to be counterclockwise because we always go counterclockwise in math. Think about your coordinate grid here. You know, you've got 4 quadrants. You've got the first, let me do this in a different color. You've got quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. So just like we have our 4 quadrants that are always counterclockwise, we name them counterclockwise, same idea with our rotations. We're going to rotate counterclockwise. And up here I've got our 3 rules. We have 90 degrees, 180, 270. Notice I only have 3. I don't have a 360 rule, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. So I've got 3 rules. Here they are. And I'm just going to do the first 2 with us here. I've got a 90-degree counterclockwise rotation. I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees counterclockwise, so we'll end up somewhere in that second quadrant, somewhere over there. And our rule is xy goes to negative y, x. So A, 2, 7, that's xy. What is negative y? Negative y would be negative 7 because y was 7. And x, we know, was 2. So A prime, 2, 7 goes to negative 7, 2. B prime, negative y is negative 5, 6. Why don't you try C prime? What would negative yx be? That would be negative 1, 4. And I'm going to graph this. So while I am graphing this, why don't you look at the rule in 2, xy goes to negative x, negative y. And we're going to do a 180-degree rotation. Use that rule to find your image, P prime, Q prime, and so forth. All right, so we have a 180-degree rotation, again, a counterclockwise. So I'm going to rotate this whole picture 180. And it's going to end up somewhere in that third quadrant. Let's get our coordinates. It's negative x, negative y. So xy goes to negative x, negative y, which would be negative 2, negative 6, negative 6, negative 5, negative 5, negative 1, and negative 1, negative 2. So that's going to be my coordinates. I'm going to graph this, and then we're going to look at our pictures, and that'll be the last thing we do for today. So -2, -6, -6, -5, -5, -1, and -1, -2. So here's our 180-degree rotation counterclockwise. You can also look back at 1 and see our 90-degree rotation counterclockwise. So there's 90, there's 180. And if you notice, I didn't say 180 counterclockwise. Here I said 90 degrees counterclockwise, but here I just said 180. Why is that? Why do you think? It's helpful if you take your phone, hold it up, let it rotate counterclockwise 180 degrees, and then flip it up again and let it rotate 180 degrees in the other direction. Why did I not specify a direction for 180? Think about that, and I will see you tomorrow.